Autism has been defined by many people to mean different things. In autism, there are always cues. Signs are always there, things that will make you feel that this is not the usual way a child should be acting. And that brings us to our today's topic on the early signs of autism in children. Hi, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy, and if you are new here, you're highly welcome. Today we are going to be talking about Autism Spectrum Disorder, simply put, autism. Autism has been defined by many people to mean different things. It is a difference in the brain functioning of your child that affects how they communicate and interact with others. This brain difference also affects various aspects of your child's behavior, their interests, and their activities. Categorically, autism can either affect how your child communicates and socialize with other children or people around and how they act in general. In autism, there are always signs, there are always cues that will tell you that yes, there's something wrong at the early stage of infancy. And that brings us to our today's topic on the early signs of autism in children. This is important because early diagnosis and the right intervention contributes positively to the well-being of an autistic child. In toddlers with autism, when you call their name, they do not respond to their name. You say always want to stay on their own. They avoid any form of play and communication with other siblings and children. You see them with their own play materials or even their tab at one quiet corner of the house, sitting all alone and so focused on whatever they are doing. They are also not interested in taking turns game. They repeat words and movements, like saying a particular word over and over again, repeating certain movement like hitting their hands on the locker, banging their back towards the chair, just any kind of movement at all. You see that repetition of movement and repetition of words in toddlers with autism. Again, in some toddlers with autism, they tend to overly select what they eat. They reject a whole lot of food options, and in some, they get attached to unusual objects, things that ordinarily a child shouldn't be attracted or attached to. In some babies, there's this lack of emotion, like when you drop them off in their crèche or daycare, instead of them crying to go back with you, they are just there. They are not showing any sign that they are missing you. And even when you come back later in the day to pick them, usually a child is supposed to run towards their mom or their parents with joy in form of crying and all of that. But in autistic child, they do not show these emotions. For school age children, they find it hard and are slow to respond to body languages. They also avoid eye contact. They do not like to make eye contact with you when you're talking to them, when you're giving them instruction. They avoid eye contact by all means. They want to stay on their own. They find it difficult to interact with other children in their class. Generally, children with autism prefer familiar environments, and they also find it hard to move from one task to another, and they tend to be aggressive whenever you interrupt their activities. Children with autism has highly focused interest. You see them focused continuously at a spinning fan or any object at all. They just put all their interest at it, and they are not aware of every other thing happening around them at that point. Finally, they tend to use your hand as a tool to pick what they want. You see them pointing at something that they want to pick or want to eat, for you to help them pick it and give it to them. On a final note, not every child with autism will show these signs, and not every child that shows this sign are autistic. So whenever you're worried about your child's behavior, the way your child communicates, it is best to seek a consult and get your child evaluated by a pediatrician or a neurosurgeon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. See you again next time.